The money pit? Or is it a possible vault full of treasure? But one thing for sure, if we can find the actual location, it would validate Zena Alpern's research and the French map.
It's over. After more than 200 years of waiting, the day has finally arrived. The treasure of Oak Island, which people believed to be just a legend, has now become a reality. History Channel has clearly stated, the treasure has been found. But wait, the real game begins here. What the Lagana brothers and their team have discovered is neither the Ark of the Covenant nor Shakespeare's lost manuscripts. Rather, what has come out has shaken everyone. An artifact that directly connects the Knights Templar to ancient Egypt. Imagine, not Europe, but Egypt. Now, this is not just a treasure hunt. It has become a matter of rewriting the entire human history. And the scariest question is this: who actually came to Oak Island centuries ago? The story becomes even more mysterious when a strange structure is found in the depths, from where water was leaking. As the machines reached further down, the camera feeds suddenly went black. After a while, the team simply said, "We have found the treasure." But why was the footage not shown to the world? Is the government suppressing it? Or is some other powerful organization behind it? Rick Lagina himself says, this is just the beginning. And this line confuses everyone even more. Now the question is not whether the treasure is there or not, but how big a secret is actually hidden. Friends, believe me, this revelation of Oak Island is much bigger than you think. And if you don't want to miss the rest, then subscribe to the channel now and press the bell icon, because the real blast is yet to come. Oak Island's mysterious history and curse Oak Island, that small island in Nova Scotia, Canada, whose story sends shivers down the spine. It is said that a treasure has been buried here for centuries, a treasure that does not belong to any king, but is about to change history. First of all, in 1795, a boy named Daniel McGinnis came to this place. He saw that there was a strange pit on the ground. There were trunks of some old trees and strange marks near the pit. Daniel thought that maybe something was buried here. He called his friends and started digging. Initially, only soil came out, but a few feet below they found a thick layer of wood. And the surprising thing was that at every 10 feet depth, they kept finding similar layers of wood again, as if someone had deliberately closed the pit layer by layer. This is where the story of Money Pit started. People started saying that this is not an ordinary pit, but a path to reach the treasure. But as people started digging deeper, the difficulties increased. Every time something strange happened, sometimes water would fill up, sometimes the tunnels would collapse. Many times people even lost their lives. Many teams came over the years. Everyone claimed that they were close to finding the treasure, but every time they failed. Some found old tools, some found coins, and some found strange marks on mysterious stones. And all of these were indicating that something very big is hidden under the ground. But Oak Island is not just a story of treasure. There is a story of a curse associated with it. It is said that until 7 people die at this place, the treasure will not be revealed. And the surprising thing is that till now, more than 7 people have lost their lives in this search. Many accidents happened during the excavation. At some places, the tunnel got filled with water pressure, and at other places, the machine broke down and fell on people. There were some cases where the ground suddenly caved in and people got trapped inside and could not get out. These accidents made the curse of Oak Island even more famous. People believe that Oak Island is surrounded by some mysterious force. Many people say that this place is cursed, and whoever searches for treasure here will have to face death or destruction. At the same time, some historians believe that this curse was actually created to scare people, so that the real treasure remains hidden forever. But think about it. If this is just a rumor, then why did so many accidents happen? Why does the tunnel get filled with water again and again? Why does a big accident happen every time people come close to it? Even today, on hearing the name of Oak Island, people are divided into 2 groups. Some say that all this is a hoax, while some believe that there is really a treasure worth billions buried here. But one thing is for sure, such a combination of history, mystery, and fear will hardly be found anywhere else. The history of Oak Island is not just a story of exploration, but a tale full of passion, accidents, and suspense, which forces everyone to think. And this suspense makes it the biggest unsolved mystery till date. The treasure of Oak Island is not just about gold and silver buried in one place. There are so many theories associated with it that it makes one's mind spin. The most famous theory is Knights Templar gold. It is said that when the Templar Knights were expelled from Europe around 1300, they hid their most precious treasures, gold, silver, and religious artifacts, somewhere. Many people believe that the same treasure was brought to America by ships and buried in Oak Island, and if this is true, then think what it would mean, a truth that can change history. The second theory is even more mysterious. Holy Grail and Ark of Covenant. Yes, the same cup in which it is said that the blood of Jesus Christ was kept, and the holy chest in which the stones with God's orders written on them were kept. If these are found in Oak Island, then it will not just be a treasure, but a discovery that will shake the entire religious world. Another interesting angle is that of Shakespeare manuscripts. Some historians claim that the original manuscripts of William Shakespeare are missing, and they were hidden in Oak Island. If this turns out to be true, the entire literary world will be shocked. And then comes the pirates theory. Many people believe that in the era of 1600 to 1700, when pirates used to loot in the Caribbean and the Atlantic, they hid treasure worth billions in Oak Island. It is said about notorious pirates like Blackbeard that he himself claimed, "My treasure is where no one can find it." Was that a reference to Oak Island? So many theories and so many connections. This is what makes Oak Island the biggest mystery spot in the world. Now let's come to the characters of the most popular story of Oak Island, the Lagina brothers, Rick and Marty Lagina. Rick had heard the story of Oak Island since childhood. Once he read the story of this treasure in Reader's Digest magazine, he became completely crazy. He was sure that the treasure was real and he would find it one day. On the other side was his brother Marty, a little practical, a little business-minded, but Rick's passion attracted Marty as well. Both the brothers put everything at stake to make their dream a reality, spent crores of rupees, bought land, formed a team, and started digging. And when History Channel made a show on their discovery, The Curse of Oak Island, the attention of the whole world was again drawn toward this mystery. Today, Lagina brothers are the biggest faces of Oak Island, and people have started considering them history changers more than treasure hunters. Rick's passion and Marty's mind, both together, are trying to solve the mystery, which no one has been able to solve for the last 200 years. Oak Island is not just a place, it has now become an obsession. And the biggest names of this passion are Rick and Marty Lagina, who prove that if you are determined, even the biggest secret of the world can be solved. Excavations have been going on at Oak Island for more than 200 years. Hundreds of people came and went, but everyone found only incomplete clues. Each time a new team came, dug a few feet down, and then the work stopped due to some accident or water filling. But a time came when people felt that now the truth of this mystery would probably never be revealed. But the real game started when modern technology entered this field. Earlier, where people used to work with a shovel and rope, now the most advanced machines were brought there. First came the 3D mapping system. With the help of this technology, the map below the ground could be seen in the form of a 3D image. That is, without digging, it could be known what kind of structure is there below, where is the empty space, chamber, and where something solid could be hidden. After this, sonar technology was used. Sonar waves are sent inside the water or soil and then return and tell what is there. With this technology, the water-filled parts and tunnels of Oak Island were examined. And from here, it became clear for the first time that there was no natural tunnel under the ground, but a structure built by humans. Then came the metal detection system. These machines were so powerful that they could detect metal even at a depth of several feet. And when they received a signal, everyone felt for the first time that now the real way to reach the treasure has been found. Due to such advanced technology, the excavation of Oak Island gained new speed. Lagina brothers and their team decided that whatever has to be done now has to be done scientifically, so that one does not have to stay away from the truth for long. And from here begins the story that shook everyone: new excavation and discovery of the structure. While digging deep, the team found a strange structure. It did not look natural at all. There were layers made of thick woods and stones, as if someone had built it intentionally. Also, water was leaking from there continuously. No one could understand where this water was coming from, but it was certain that this was a huge trap, made to stop those who wanted to reach the treasure. As soon as the machines reached deeper, everyone was shocked. The team's camera, which was giving a live feed, suddenly went black. Till a few seconds ago, soil, wood, and water were visible on the screen, and the next moment, everything turned dark. As soon as the feed went black, the digging was stopped. The team simply announced, "We have found the treasure." But what they saw was never shown to the public. Why was the real footage hidden? Was something found there that could shake the whole world? People say that not only gold and silver, but the biggest secret of history is hidden in the depths of Oak Island. And when the camera feed went black, perhaps the truth of the world was revealed at that very moment. But we were not shown it. So the question is, was all this a game of technology? Or is there some power that is hiding the truth? One thing is clear, modern technology has begun to reveal Oak Island's biggest secrets, but the real truth is still being hidden from the world. Excavation of Oak Island was going on. Machines were reaching deeper. Cameras were recording every moment. The eyes of the whole world were fixed on this discovery. And then suddenly that moment came, which shook everyone. When the machines went down further, the flow of water increased. The team's camera captured some shining things, but at the same time the feed went black. There was darkness on the screen for a few seconds, and then it was cut. After some time, the team of Lagina brothers came forward, and they just said, "We have found the treasure." That's all. No picture, no footage, no proof. Now the biggest question arises here. If the treasure has really been found, then why was the real footage not shown? Why was the truth hidden from the public, which people had been waiting to see for 200 years? People immediately started speculating. Some said that the government immediately intervened and the footage was suppressed. Some believed that some powerful organization put pressure on the team. Some even said that what was found on Oak Island is not just gold or silver, but a secret that if the world knows about, everything will change. This is where the story gets even more interesting. Because according to some leaked reports and rumors, the thing found on Oak Island was an amazing artifact. And this artifact was not connected to any European or pirate civilization, but its link came from ancient Egypt. The mind spins just thinking about it. How can Oak Island, which is in Canada, have a connection with ancient Egypt, located thousands of miles away? It is being said that the symbols and designs on that artifact match the Egyptian civilization. Some symbols are directly similar to the symbols of the Templar Knights. That is, somewhere the relationship between the Knights Templar and ancient Egypt is connected through Oak Island. Now just think, if this is true, then it means that the Templar Knights had hidden something not only from Europe, but also from civilizations like Egypt, and they brought all that to Oak Island and buried it. Historians say that if any evidence of ancient Egypt is really found on Oak Island, then it will have an impact on the whole world, because it will mean that the Egyptians set foot on the soil of America even before the Europeans. That means the history books will have to be turned over. But the biggest suspense here is this. Why did the team not clearly tell what they found? Does that artifact contain such a dangerous truth that if it comes out, the whole world will be shaken? Rick Lagina only said, "This is just the beginning." Now this line itself has become the biggest mystery. The beginning of what? The treasure? Or the biggest secret of history? One thing is clear. What has been found on the Oak Island has given a completely new direction to the story of the treasure. It is no longer just a search for gold and silver, but a truth is emerging that could change the history of the entire civilization. Deaths, accidents, and the impact of the media. On hearing the name Oak Island, the first thing that comes to mind is the story of treasure and mystery. But this story also has a scary side, deaths and accidents. It is said that at least 7 people have died on Oak Island so far. All these deaths were directly related to finding the treasure. Every team that came here had to face some accident or the other. First of all, a big accident happened during excavation in the 18th. The tunnel suddenly filled with water and 2 people trapped inside died. Even after this, It happened many times that the ground caved in, wooden beams broke, and people got buried under the debris. An accident also happened in the 1930s, when 4 people fainted inside the tunnel due to poisonous gas. When their companion went inside to save them, he also did not return. All these incidents strengthen the theory of the curse of Oak Island, which says that the treasure will not be found until 7 people die. Now think, why do people not stop digging despite so many deaths? The answer is passion. Passion to find the treasure, passion to know the history, and thirst to solve this mystery. This is the reason why teams like Rick and Marty Lagina are still engaged in this search without fear. Now let's talk about the other aspect of the story of Oak Island, the impact of the media and the show. When History Channel launched a show called The Curse of Oak Island, this story instantly became famous all over the world. Earlier, Oak Island was limited only to historians and treasure hunters. Now it became a topic of discussion in every household. This show showed the story of Oak Island in a new way, a combination of drama, technology, accidents, hope, and mystery. People got more and more suspenseful after each episode. The name Oak Island started trending on social media. From Reddit to Twitter, now X, people started sharing theories everywhere. Some would say that the treasure of the Knights Templar is buried here. Some would say that the government is hiding the truth. There were some people who would make their own theories by connecting every episode of the show. Today, Oak Island is not just a small island of Nova Scotia, but has become a global mystery. People from all over the world want to come here, watch the excavation, and be a part of this mystery. This show of History Channel also made the Lagina brothers global stars. Rick and Marty are no longer seen as just treasure hunters, but as history changers. People's craze has increased so much that whenever a new season comes, there is a ruckus on social media. Viewers from all over the world stick to the TV thinking that maybe this time the truth will come out. But that's the truth. Every time a little bit is revealed, and then the mystery gets deeper. That's the great strength of Oak Island. The more you know, the more questions arise. The excavations at Oak Island have been associated with mystery and accidents from the very beginning. But as the team dug deeper and real evidence started to emerge, the government and big institutions became more and more interested. Think about it. Nobody cared about the Oak Island treasure for so many years, but when the camera feed suddenly went black and the team announced that the treasure has been found, who intervened first? The government. Some reports say that the Nova Scotia government tightened monitoring and legal conditions for the excavation. Why? If the treasure is only gold and silver, why did the government have to be so worried? This is where the conspiracy theories begin. Many people believe that what has been found from Oak Island is evidence that will change human history. And the government does not want that truth to reach the general public. But the government is not alone. Some rumors also say that the Vatican, the power of the Pope and the Catholic Church are also interested in this treasure. Why? Many historians believe that Oak Island may not only contain gold and silver, but may also contain religious artifacts that will change the history of Christianity. If things like the Holy Grail, Ark of Covenant are really found here, then even the foundations of the church may shake. This is why it is said that the Vatican is also keeping an eye on this discovery. Now the question arises, is something really being hidden from the world? Are the government and the Vatican together suppressing the secret of Oak Island so that the real story does not reach the people? Amidst all these speculations, the public did not remain silent. People's reactions and discussions are the biggest strength of Oak Island. Every day new speculations are made on social media about this treasure. Common people take it up. It has been excavated so many times, billions of rupees have been spent, so there must be something there. Some people believe that the treasure has been found, but the truth is being hidden from us. Treasure hunters say that a complex trap like Oak Island has not been seen anywhere else. They believe that some very advanced civilization deliberately created such a system here so that the treasure could never come out. Historians have a slightly different opinion. Some say that this is just a myth and people are wasting billions of rupees. But on the other hand, many historians consider Oak Island to be the biggest archaeological mystery because the artifacts found here match both Egyptian and European civilizations. Oak Island is always in the news on social media. Thousands of videos, posts, and discussions keep circulating on Reddit, Twitter, X, and YouTube. Some say that the real footage has been suppressed. Some claim that they have seen gold bricks in a leaked photo. Overall, Oak Island is no longer just a place. It has become a symbol of people's curiosity and obsession. Government and Vatican interference has deepened the mystery, and discussions among common people have made it a global mystery. The search for Oak Island may have been going on for 200 years, but to be honest, this journey is just beginning. The Lagina brothers have made it clear that they are not going to stop here. Their next step is to dig even deeper. What has been found so far has shaken history, but the real game is probably yet to come. Rick and Marty Lagina believe that there are many layers beneath Oak Island, and after each layer, a new mystery may be revealed. The team is now going to use even more advanced modern technology than before. With the help of new sonar systems, more powerful metal detectors, and AI-based 3D mapping, they now want to scan every inch of the ground below. They are trying to document every small and big thing so that no clue is lost. Future plans are not limited to just digging. The Lagina brothers want the whole truth of Oak Island to come out to the world. But this is the biggest question. Will the truth really come out in front of the world, or will it be suppressed by some big power? And now comes the most powerful thing, Rick Lagina's statement. He has clearly said, "This is just the beginning." These 4 words are the biggest suspense. If this is just the beginning, then what is going to come next? Will the Holy Grail really be found? Will an artifact come out that will change human history? Just think, if the treasure buried for so many centuries really comes out, then its value will be in billions and trillions. But the more important thing is that it will change history. This treasure is not just wealth, but the secret of the entire civilization is hidden within it. So friends, the journey of Oak Island is not over yet. The real revelations will happen in the coming time. And if you do not want to miss even a single truth, then subscribe to the channel now and press the bell icon. Because believe me, the next secret will be so big that it will shake your mind.